I'm pleased to be joined by the National Recruiting Director for SUV TV and the host of the Brantley Method podcast, sir. Justin Brantley. Mac Daddy Charles McNeil here. Justin, this is an incredible day of basketball we have for the fans to watch throughout the nation.
Absolutely. I'm honored to be here with you. The last time we shared the stage was for the Iverson Classic, and I think this, like the Iverson Classic, is going to be a high-level event with a lot of talent on both ends of the floor throughout the day and throughout the weekend.
Yeah, this first game that we have for you of 7 we'll be bringing you between the networks of Peacock and NBC Sports Network will include Life Christian Academy, the Lions. And, of course, they're from Kissimmee, Florida, and they're taking on Rip City, the basketball club out of Davie, Florida. And who are in your Star Watch?
You know, you have to talk about Hansel Emmanuel Donato. The kid is absolutely amazing. He overcomes what some would perceive as limitations with him having one arm. And, he's been unguardable and unstoppable, and he plays far above, what you would expect. I think that he's a definite Division I talent. He's receiving some recruitment. And then as well, Angel Montas. He is phenomenal. He's oftentimes unstoppable. We saw Rick Pitino here sitting here early, courtside, watching him warm up. He's that type of player. So those are two that I don't want to take my eyes off of. But on the Rip City side, Andrew Rondon and Shannon Fry, I'm excited to see what they're able to do against this level of competition.
Yeah, this is going to be high-level basketball throughout the day. We're looking forward to bringing it to you as we'll get a chance to see these teams, many of the Florida teams, playing in multiple games throughout this weekend. And it's a big college football day, but, in the state of Florida, like many states around the nation, basketball, especially high school basketball, is at a high level.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that, there's such a specialization in the game of basketball where a lot of talented athletes in the past would be dual sport athletes. Now they're really focusing on, in improving their craft and getting better on a daily basis. So you're seeing more and more of these events early on in the season where, in the past, some of these guys would probably be playing a little bit of football.
Yeah, this could be the last preseason matchups before they go to their high school teams and prepare for a run toward a state championship and possibly a national championship. And, again, the Geico group that has done a fantastic job in marketing the national programs. We'll look forward to seeing that back in full effect, post-COVID.
Absolutely.
All right, we're all set and ready to bring you this one. It's Rip City. They're in the white with the red and black, the red numerals and the red and black piping. And then you've got Life Christian Academy. They're in the gray and gold. And this one is underway from Florida Memorial University, an HBCU located in Miami Gardens, Florida. And with control of the basketball. Driving the lane, pulling up from 10. Side rim no good and rebounded. And pulled down by Life Christian. This is the man you featured just a moment ago. Had the basketball, gave it up on the wing. And there's a steal. Back the other way. As they try to find their footing. The starting unit for Rip City with the basketball. Ray, Levinson, Nichols, Rondon, and the last man is Fry. And appropriately, Fry with the basketball. Drives and kicks. Pull-up jump shot is good. Knocking that one down. Rondon, Andrew Rondon, a 6'7 senior.
And we talked about him earlier to start the game. I think that he can have a big impact in this game if he makes things happen early.
And right back the other way is Braylon Garcia, 6'8", member of the class of 2023. Strong drive to the basket. There's contact and a whistle. That foul was assessed against number 21, Joseph Brown. That's his first and team's first. It'll send Jabral Ray to the line, a 6'1 senior.
You can tell these guys are starting to get settled in a little bit, playing in this type of atmosphere, playing in this size arena, in preseason. They're going to have a little bit of, they have a little bit of hiccups to start, but I think they'll get settled in and you'll see them start to really turn it up here.
Yeah, it's an interesting note that you mentioned there because Obviously, when you play in a college gym, it's 94 feet. Most high school gyms are 84 feet. What kind of difference does that make in a game?
I think with guys like this and guys of this talent level, you won't see as much of a difference because they're in shape. They're year-round players. They're not guys that haven't played recently. So I think that won't play a major factor in this. I just think they have to get their nerves out, get really feeling comfortable in this environment and against the players they're going against.
Having difficulty getting the ball in. And now they get a chance to run with it, and it's stolen from behind. Now they've got numbers. It's 4-on-2 to the basket with the left hand. Too strong. Rebounded inside, tipped around, and knocked out of bounds. It'll be Rip City basketball. And we got a little pushing and shoving in this preseason matchup.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of energy on the floor. Everybody's excited for this game. You're going to have moments like that. It looks like they've got it under control. The referees are doing a good job of keeping it under control early.
Technical foul was rendered against Ron Dunn. Rip City with the basketball, and they bring it in the front court. Driving hard to the lane. Kick did not bring results. Emmanuel Donato. He traveled.
He had the right idea. He saw a guy open in the corner and tried to get and that's what I like about him, his playmaking ability. It's not just about himself. He can go out here and score 20, but he's about creating and getting his teammates in better situations to be successful.
We're operating with the shot clock in this contest. And they had to make an adjustment to it. Put 27 on the clock. Donato playing great defense there. Wing jump shot put up. Came up a little short by Levinson. And now on the dribble drive, he travels.
Early jitters, like we talked about. We're midway through the first here, or nearly midway through the first here. There's only been 4 points total scored. I think we'll see it start to pick up here shortly.
Again, long season for these guys. Fall ball is what we're used to around this time. And, those that played summer have been playing ball for quite some time, since April in many cases. Donato on the left wing. Ball tipped
Sandy Houston.
Knocked out of bounds.
And something
Life Christian basketball.
Something to point out. When things aren't going right and the ball's not falling, I look to see what players can do outside to score the basketball. Donato has 3 rebounds early. And that's something that's extremely impressive to me.
Donato up top. They get it to him. Spin dribble. Takes it to the rack. Nice look inside. And a little too strong for his big in the paint area.
Again, great vision there. Great idea. He knew where he needed to put that ball at. His teammate just wasn't prepared, wasn't ready for the pass. Nichols.
Levinson loses control as it was tipped from behind, and the whistle will be rendered against number 15 from Life Christian. That's Montos.
And I believe that's his, is that his second?
Now the pull-up, top of the circle. He may get 3 free throw attempts. So that foul was rendered against number 24.
And I'm liking the ball movement that I'm seeing early here by Rip City.
Gray back at the line. And he coolly buries a pair. He'll get that third one.
It's good to see him bounce back after the first 2 free throw misses earlier.
One tech and 1 foul. One tech and a
Meeting of the minds there, the coaches, Ron Oliver, Jordan Sullinger, and Patrick Farley coaching Rip City, while Life Christian is coached by Moses Mikael. And there's a lefty layup put up and down. Speed and quickness that time by number 15, Montos. Right wing jumper, a little strong. Another rebound by Donato. Got in the air and couldn't find the control of the basketball. We got a held ball situation, and possession arrow is in favor of Life Christian.
Montos gets down the floor, gets downhill so quick, and his ability to finish in traffic, opposite hand, you got to love that.
Donato got his pocket pick to the rack, and he's not going to be denied. And they're going to count the basket on a goaltend, and I'm not sure about that one.
Ooh. I think this is the most anticipated and exciting goaltend call we've seen in the gym. He brought the crowd to their feet. You know, they're booing, they're upset. They think that was a clean block. The athletic ability by Donato to get up there and contest was, I mean, you got to appreciate somebody that doesn't give up on the play.
And we had a technical foul called. Sends Kalon Nichols to the line. He misses a pair.
Somewhere Rip Hamilton is yelling, "Ball don't lie."
There's a steal, and we may have our first rim rocker, and we do.
And the crowd is excited. That's what you can't do if you're Rip City, is to allow this team to get the crowd involved.
Angel Montos on a rim ride.
And it came from offense to defense, which is what you love to see. They're playing the passing lanes, they're getting after it, and Montos takes it and says, "I'll finish it."
And Donato again in there causing havoc defensively. Another technical foul. And Jabral Ray at the line.
And he missed the first one.
Now 2 of 5 from the line in the early going. He knocks down that one.
Looks like we've got a timeout coming from Rip City.
This is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. So in this early going, you talked about the jitters. You talked about, you know, the emotions playing against top-flight competition. What have you liked, and some of the things that you think these coaches are discussing in the huddles?
Well, I know both coaches are happy about the energy from their team. That's one thing that's hard to coach, it's hard to teach. Your players have to want it, and you can tell, especially on the Life Christian side, defensively, they're playing the gaps, they're playing hard, they definitely want it. Angel Montos, he's had an amazing first quarter so far. He's scored in multiple ways. He's playing with energy. He's in the gaps. He's running hard. You have to appreciate that. I think Rip City, you know, having as many free throw opportunities as they've had and only being up 2, they want to be able to capitalize on that a little bit more.
So the possession will belong to Rip City out of Davie, Florida. Their opponent, Life Christian, out of Kissimmee. On the left wing. A drive and a whistle. And a traveling violation. That's Julian Granville just checking into the lineup for Coach Oliver.
Yes, a couple subs coming out of that timeout on both sides. The ref missed one there. I think that was supposed to go the opposite direction.
Resetting the clock again. 3 minutes, 31 seconds is where they'll place it. And on the inbounds, coach is trying to get the ball inside.
And you can see why. When you have a player with that type of size and strength and finishing ability, I want to get the ball in his hands, especially you can tell there's a mismatch. He gets the ball and goes straight up strong. Force the contact, make the ref make a call. He's good on the first end of that one.
So Montos, 6'6" senior, rising senior. Second one a little shy. Another excellent defensive stand by Life Christian.
You always appreciate a team that plays aggressively on both ends of the floor. It's easy to want to get excited when the ball's in your hand, but on the defensive end, that's something a little bit different. So it's exciting to see, especially in this generation of basketball.
Diego Cruz now running the point duties for Life Christian. Several reserves off the bench for Coach Mikael. Samari Anderson defending. And a pull-up. Left side. And a tip. No good. And then a rebound pulled down by Life Christian. Montos with a heat check. And follow inside by the big.
Braylon Garcia realized that there's nobody around his size that can stop him. He saw it coming off the rim, grabbed it at his highest point, and went straight back up with it.
So Shannon Fry identified with the wrong number in our programs and then transcribed over to the book, which makes it official.
Garcia goes 2 for 3 from the line. Garcia's calling for it. He wants the ball back in his hands.
Rise and fire. Rebound. Left wing. Jump shot comes up short. Montos. Right hand followed up inside.
And Braylon Garcia has been extremely aggressive on the glass, finding second chance opportunities. Sometimes when things aren't going your way, you have to find a way to make it happen. And that's what he's doing. That's energy, being active, getting it at its highest point, and putting it right back up.
You're watching the Battle Miami on Peacock.
Rip City's bringing it up into the front court, coming out of the timeout. Miss on the wing from Alavak.
And there he goes again, rising and putting it off the glass for another easy 2 points. This man is on fire, Montos.
Well, his aggressiveness, even the misses he's had, have led to good things for his team by him getting downhill and trying to make things happen at the rim.
The fans really wanted him to make that one.
Well,
off the crossover.
The best thing about that is this young man's an 8th grader. He's one of 2 8th graders that are going to be playing in this weekend's event.
At the line for Rip City, number 20, Shabazz. And the 8th grader Shabazz at 6'3", knocking down a pair of free throws.
Wasn't ready.
Goes right through his hands and out of bounds.
Those are the turnovers you hate to see as a point guard.
There's a strip. Montos.
You already know who it is.
His stock is rising by the moment.
He looked over and saw Rick Pitino here watching him. He knew he was going to put on a show. He has 9 points in this opening quarter.
Foul was assessed against Montos. Julian Granville at the line, a sophomore.
Knocks down both of them.
The majority of Rip City's points in this opening quarter have come from the charity stripe.
Absolutely.
We wind down our final 30 seconds of the opening quarter.
To be down 5 and lead in the free throw disparity as much as they do, that's something that you can easily get frustrated by.
3-ball, side pocket, Samari Anderson. Alavak took the contact, the 6'8" junior. He'll go to the line for 2.
He had the right idea there, and his teammate gave him the ball in the perfect position for him to make something happen. Those are situations you're looking for your big man to make a play through contact.
Final seconds of the opening quarter.
The aggressiveness from Montos to get to the basket to try and make something happen. He saw the shot clock or the game clock. He knew that there wasn't much time, and he had to get downhill and make something happen, and his aggressiveness got him to the free throw line.
He makes a pair.
And here he goes, attacking the basket. It's been the Angel Montas show so far this first quarter. He leads all scorers with 11 points. He's doing everything out there for his team, playing full of energy, full of excitement. He's doing it on both ends of the floor. He's turning defense into offense, as you see there. Special young man.
And building his IG followers along the way. We'll be right back. We're at Florida Memorial University in the Sports Medicine Center. Exciting place to be. I'm the Mac Daddy Charles McNeil, side by side with Justin Brantley, the National Recruiting Director for SUV TV. And we've got game 1 of 7 we'll be bringing you on Peacock and NBC Sports Network. This is Life Christian Academy, who leads at the end of 22-13. We're early on here in the second quarter. Life Christian out of Kissimmee, coached by Moses Mikael. And his team has 2 outstanding players that we've been watching exhibit their talents in this early going.
And just like that, he's right back at the free throw line. Again, I mean, that's the aggressiveness of Angel Montas. He plays hard. He's going to get to the basket. He's going to force you to either foul him or allow him to score. You don't want to do that. So, I mean, when you apply that kind of pressure on a defense, it opens it up and frees things up because that free throw line becomes a friend of yours, especially down the stretch.
Made the first, missed the second. Now, Rip City looking to run. They get in their set. Nichols finds Shabazz. Bounce pass into the post, and they kick it to a wing. Now a drive, working the other side, and a perimeter 3. Rebounded inside, pulled down by Garcia.
I love Garcia's rebounder. He rebounds outside of his zone, but he also rebounds with such strength and good finish. They rewarded him right back. But as I was saying, he just rebounds at its highest point. He leaves no question in the gym whose ball that is when it's coming down.
Montas with 3 defenders on him. He's got to give it up. Nice look inside. Garcia. I mentioned 2 stars. Garcia, along with Emmanuel Donato and Montas, 3.
And you love the vision there. He's headed downhill. He could have gone up and tried to make something happen, but he knew he had somebody open. Is giving up a good shot for a better shot for your teammate.
Exhibiting the power of 3. Life Christian Academy extending their lead to 14 and a timeout on the floor.
Just that quick, you're seeing it stretch out, and Life Christian Academy's taking control of this game. That was a great timeout called there by Rip City. They need to do something coming out of this timeout. They need a bucket here and then a stop on the other end, or else this game could get out of control.
Coach Oliver taking that last time out to tell his team it's still very early in this one. Get some shots up, and they do. That one rattled off by Shabazz.
And I don't think that's what Coach drew up during that timeout, a contested jumper.
Turn and face on the jump hook, and there's a whistle and a foul. That one will go against Rip City's number 21, Ron Dunn.
I truly enjoy watching Garcia. He sets screens. He's got a wide catch radius. He seals off his guy. He lets his teammates know he's available to receive the pass, and then when he gets it, he does something with intention every time he touches the ball.
Braylon Garcia, 6'8". He, along with Jimenez, the tallest players on Life Christian.
Big time block there from Garcia.
Montas. Whoa, what a move by Montas.
Big time move, but we have to mention the defensive effort from Garcia that led to that leak out.
Floater. And Rip City getting on the board for the first time in several minutes. with Shannon Fry. There's a steal. Underneath, the reverse rejected.
Ooh.
And Donato runs over and hands the basketball off to the official on the far side. Let's take a look at it.
He got ball there. I mean, that's. I'm not sure about that call, but what I will say is Rip City has done a good job of doubling each time Donato's come across midcourt, trying to get the ball out of his hands and force a turnover. They've done a very good job of that.
Granville back at the line where he's 3 of 3. Nice stroke. He buries his fourth. One for the charity stripe, and he'll get a little break. As returning to the lineup for Rip City is Levinson. Levinson got the start. Played just a few minutes. Now we've got another new member of Life Christian on the floor, Diaz Flores. Samari Anderson and Diaz Flores running the offense.
During that possession, there was a lot of communication on the floor from Montas, which I love to see. I think that this young man's definitely ready for college basketball.
Backdoor feed.
That was a beautiful pass.
Excellent cut and finish by Diaz Flores. David Diaz Flores, 5'7" junior. Levinson gets tripped up.
And Braylon Garcia made that happen there. He does so many things well. Not only does he attack the basket well and rebound well, but the vision at his size makes him a strong prospect for sure.
Jacob Levinson towing the line.
Free throws have been an issue here early for Rip City. Montez just took a break. The biggest thing Life Christian needs to do here is not let off the gas. They've got a big lead, but you don't want to let Rip City get back into this basketball game. It's important for them to play through Garcia with Montas and Donato on the bench right now. Play through Garcia, get him opportunities and touches around the paint.
Righty layup up and down by Nichols. Kaylon Nichols. Life Christian will keep the basketball underneath their own. Looking for somebody. Gets it in the hands of Garcia. Look for the high ball screen. Couldn't take advantage of it. Now try to get it down low. Ball tipped underneath and tipped right in the hands of another Life Christian Lion. Scoring that one is number 30, Jimenez.
Everything's going the right way for Life Christian right now.
Rashid Jimenez, 6'8" junior.
You can tell they do quite a bit of shell drill at Life Christian Academy. Those guys are moving and flowing, but good defense, better offense.
Nichols with the knockdown triple. So you mentioned it. Don't want to take the foot off the gas, and they get it inside to make sure that happens as Garcia scores again. But for a moment there, it looked like Rip City was on a run.
Yeah, basketball is a game of runs, and the most important thing when you have a team on the ropes like this is to start to deliver that knockout punch, especially early. If it gets too close, if they get it down to a single-digit lead headed into halftime, a good pep talk can get them back in the game.
From way downtown, bang. Knocking that one home. Kalon Nichols.
He's found his stroke. He's 2 for 2 from 3 right now.
Rejection. And now Nichols on the bust out to the rack. And he throws it down.
Whoa.
10 points in this quarter for Nichols.
He just put big fella in the basket. Wow, we're going to get another look at it right here. Garcia thought he was going to contest and block it. No, sir. Nichols said, "Don't jump with me, son." That's what the crowd came here for.
Sports and Peacock. I'm Charles McNeil, side by side with the National Director of Recruiting for SUV TV, Justin Brantley. And we're pleased to be bringing you this from Florida Memorial University and HBCU in Miami Gardens, Florida.
Nichols lost it there, a little sloppy with the handle. The intensity is definitely picked up on the Rip City side. Couple threes from Nichols and then the big dunk. Right now, we're at a single-digit lead. It went from looking like it was going to be a blowout on the side of Life Christian to now it's a basketball game. And that's what momentum can be provided from a big-time play like that dunk and a couple threes there from Nichols.
We're waiting for one of the Rip City players to step up. And it has been Mr. Nichols here in the second quarter. Try to force it down to him, and there's a steal. And there's a rejection.
It's a block party in Miami.
And you and I were invited.
You have to love it when the defender doesn't give up on the play. They're fighting and battling. This is a preseason game, but it looks like a state championship or a national championship game the way that these teams are playing defense. Too many dribbles from the big fella.
Looking for somebody, couldn't find a teammate to come to him. Minute, 10 seconds left.
Whenever you see that, I blame the guard in that situation. He has to go get the ball. At this moment, I would expect to see a timeout from Life Christian. I know there's only a minute left in the half. I think he heard me.
You're a coach. Once a coach, always a coach, right?
Listen, you can't allow them to close the gap. If they knock down a three here, there's a chance for this to go into halftime at a one-possession game with a minute left. A minute is a lot of time in a basketball game. So you want to settle your guys down, let them know, hey, you know what? Yes, they went on a run. We withstood that run. We're still up. Calm down, relax, don't rush anything. We're still in control of this basketball game. That was a great timeout there by Coach Moises. Here we're going to get another look at that big-time dunk. That was huge. The athleticism from the 6-foot guard going over the 6'8" big, saying, I don't care how big you are, I don't care how high you jump, you're going to have to meet me at the top. Nichols providing the ball pressure.
And the defense held. Shot clock violation, the first one we've had today.
They did what they needed to do on the defensive end. Now, what they need to realize is there is no 8-point play. There's 50 seconds left. Get into your offense, get a bucket, have a little bit of confidence headed into halftime here. And it looks like they're going to get one the easy way.
There's a foul on the perimeter.
The way the defensive intensity is going for Rip City right now, that's exactly, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. Getting to the free throw line, a chance to get 2 points with only 5 seconds coming off the game clock.
Yeah, both teams in the double bonus. Ray is at the line. He has been throughout this first half, as are most of his teammates, as he knocks down the second. He'll get a break. Final 44 seconds. And Levinson back on the floor.
I'm a little shocked to see none of the big names for Life Christian here in the game.
Otero to the basket.
Again, another turnover.
He touched on his dribbling. And he reaches in and commits a foul. An easy call for the official.
Again, I mean, I understand you guys need a little bit of rest. There's been some foul trouble early, but one of those stars needs to be on the floor down the stretch as they've closed this gap and gone on a major run.
Nichols with another point to add to his second quarter total. Making a pair of free throws. Unofficially with 12 here in this quarter.
And with that, it's a 5-point game. As it holds here, you might say I'm psychic for calling that earlier in the second quarter as they started to make that run.
Calling the psychic hotline, and Brantley answers. That three-pointer no good.
Looks like Levinson's going to go to the line with the opportunity to make this a one-possession game going into halftime. Rip City couldn't have asked for it to play out any better than this. This is exactly what they wanted to see down the stretch here.
Yeah, they got Life Christian in foul difficulty early on in the game, including technical fouls. Now reaping the benefits here in these final seconds. And before they get a chance to put the shot up, there's a traveling violation at the mid-court stripe. So Rip City with one more chance, and you touched on it, Justin.
I'm looking for the ball to go to Nichols.
Game.
Go to Nichols.
Nope, instead they go to Shabazz. This shot comes up short of the mark, but we played two spirited quarters in game one of the Battle Miami. And your halftime score, Life Christian up by 3, 35-32. You're watching the Battle Miami on Peacock. This is the Battle Miami, Florida Memorial University, the Lions Den. Game one, it's Life Christian Academy as they lead by 3 points over Rip City. And both teams making their way on the court to get their second half warm-ups going. Justin Brantley, the National Director of Recruiting for SUVTV, alongside. I'm Charles McNeil. And what a fantastic first half of basketball that we had a chance to exhibit with two teams that came in with different formulas towards success.
Absolutely. You know, basketball is a game of runs, and in that second quarter, we saw Rip City have a big-time run. But, you know, Life Christian Academy is being led by Angel Montas. He's done a little bit of everything for them, finished with 14 points in that first half. He's been absolutely amazing on both ends of the floor, playing the passing lanes, showing that athleticism. I'm excited from what he's done so far. Foul trouble may be an issue. It's caught him on the bench for a lot of the second quarter, which allowed Rip City to get back into the game. If you look here, Kalen Nichols, he's been everything for Rip City. He has 14 points as well. Big-time dunk right here that ignited his team, brought them back to life. They're down 3 in a large part because of his effort. He's knocked down some big-time shots. He's shooting it from NBA range, as you see here. No hesitation. He's just letting it fly. He's got this team on his back, and he's making it happen. Other guys that are standing out, for Life Christian, Braylon Garcia has had a phenomenal first half. He's rebounded the ball exceptionally well. He's had a couple putbacks on the offensive end. He's doing everything he can to hold his team in there. Hansel Emmanuel Donato has not scored as of yet, but he's been extremely active on the defensive end. He has a couple rebounds, couple assists. He's playing hard, playing full of energy. I'm really excited from this game so far, what we've seen in the first half. The fact that it stayed close, even though there was a moment there that it looked like it was going to get spread out. So I'm excited to see both these teams step it up here in the second half.
Yeah, the thing that really inspired me was Nichols' play in that second quarter. Held scoreless in the opening quarter, and he really stepped up and provided that leadership that you want out of your guards. And you think in terms of his play, is there anybody at the college level or maybe at the higher level that he reminds you of in terms of his skill set?
When I look at him, his ability to knock down the outside shot is one thing that you have to play at the college level. Everything else, in a 6-foot guard, nowadays they're a dime a dozen. You can, walk outside, close your eyes, and point your finger, and you'll find a 6-foot point guard. So he has to be able to do more than just knock down shots. And that's what I'm seeing from him. His athleticism of playing above the rim, knocking down shots, getting teammates involved. I really like his game. He's certainly showing me the ability to play at the next level. He's 2 for 3 from 3. Again, there's so many guards that you could compare him to because this is a guard-heavy, guard-dominant brand of basketball at this point in time. But I think that he definitely has the ability to play at the next level with what I'm seeing here from him.
We'll come back with Justin's thoughts leading into the second half of this one. You're watching the Battle of Miami on Peacock.
That a little bit with their timeout calls and really the motivation that they're giving their teammates or their players here. That's what it's going to come down to down the stretch is who can better manage the game from that position of the bench.
Game management, clock management. We'll keep an eye on that as we're ready to begin the second half of play. Life Christian Academy will have the basketball and they'll be moving to the right. Montas with the ball to open things up. Garcia.
Good defense. Rip City's carrying over that defensive intensity they had in the first half. I don't know. When you look out on the floor, there's not enough size, in my opinion, to really combat what Garcia does well. I'm not giving him the ball on the wing there. Let's get him the ball in the paint and make them make something happen.
Nice pass inside. It leads to a traveling violation.
We've got those same jitters we experienced early in the game in that first quarter from both teams. They're coming back.
Montas misfired. Nice look, turn, pull up, no good, and rebounded again, then stolen away. Life Christian with a fresh clock. But they're going to pull up quickly and knock one down from the corner.
Big time shot from Montas there.
Montas putting on a show for these fans. They're in for a treat. 4 big games coming their way throughout the day. And answering on the other side, guess who?
Kalen Nichols.
Nichols with 11 points, all of them in the second quarter, now with 14 in this contest. And you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him on that move.
Montas can pretty much do whatever he wants. The senior from La Romana, Dominican Republic, has offers from Fordham, SMU, FIU, Dayton, Illinois, and Iona, who is here in attendance.
Montas had 14, and he's looking for more. Had 14 in the first half, 16 overall.
And here you have him attacking the basket from the wing. He gets downhill so well and avoids taking that charge, gets to the basket and finishes through traffic. I really like what he brings to the table. Nichols bringing the ball up. I think it's going to come down to what he's capable of doing. He's going to have to put the team on his back. He misfired there on the three. It looked like there was a little bit of contact that went uncalled, but I love the fact that he's not complaining. He's playing through it. He's playing hard.
Levinson finds his teammate underneath, who powers one home. Rondon. There's a steal. Rip City to the rack.
Great defensive effort and intensity from Rip City right now. At some point in the second quarter, Coach challenged them to play better defense, and they've stepped it up.
1 point game. Left wing, three ball, no. Battling on the end line. A foul committed by Life City. Or Life Christian, rather.
And there we have another look at that defensive intensity by Rip City. The good thing about it is Life Christian isn't just giving up on that. You see him, there was no way he was going to make a play, but he was going to chase it down and contest anyways. Fry with a and one opportunity.
So Fry, count the basket and a foul.
And just like that, Rip City takes a 2-point lead.
Navigating that sideline is a difficult task at times. And he stepped out of bounds.
I'm calling this third period the swing period. If Rip City's able to get a lead here and take control of this game, they can walk away from here with the win. They've got the momentum in their favor.
They won a three. They'll settle for two.
Big time rebound and put back from Rondon.
Rondon's second field goal. He's got 4. And they'll try to run with it. They've got numbers. 3-on-2. Pull up, wing, and a whistle.
That's one of those situations where I was ready to say that was a bad shot. He had numbers, but more importantly than numbers, they have momentum. I'm not taking a contested three there, but because of the over-aggressiveness of the Life Christian Academy defense there, it's going to get them to the line for 3.
Shannon Fry, 6'5" junior. Out in the process of shooting a three-pointer. He buries another one.
And right now, Rip City's on a 15-5 run to start the second half.
On the wing.
Make it 17-5.
Cutting, slicing, and dicing. And scoring, leading us to a timeout.
The ability to finish in traffic, find the open man, not force anything. You've got to love it. You've got to love the intensity and energy that Rip City's playing with right now. For a minute, they got a little flat down when they got down. But when you see a play like that with Jabril Ray avoiding the charge, finding the open man on the wing, getting the finish, forcing the timeout, they are up 9.
Tremendous adjustment by the coaches. We touched on it just moments ago, and it's being exhibited through this first 6.5 minutes of this third quarter.
Absolutely. A 17-5 run to put your team up 9 after you've struggled a lot during that first half. They have to be feeling confident right now. They have to be feeling like they can walk away from here with a win in game 1 of the Battle Miami. And it's all coming down to defensive effort and intensity. Here we have this finish from Ray.
Ray in the first half of the game, all his points were scored at the charity stripe. He was 4 of 7 from the stripe. Taking advantage of the field goals to get that average up to where it normally is throughout this outstanding summer league that has now moved to fall ball. Donato was trying to negotiate. Ball tipped out of bounds. They'll keep the possession. Life Christian.
Now, they need more of that. I like the post touch. When you're not getting baskets in transition or from the wing, when you have a dominant post player like Braylon Garcia, you've got to get him touches.
Ball was stolen and then stolen back. Donato. Down Vanderhorst. And another turnover. Man-to-man full court pressure now put on. Nearly a steal. Rebound by the big underneath. Donato into the front court with 2 defenders on him. He'll drive all the way to the house, lay it up, and there's a whistle.
And he's done a good job of splitting that double, but you've noticed every time he touches the ball in the front court, he's being doubled. They want the ball out of his hands. They know what he's capable of doing. They're not going to sit back and allow him to do it. He's going to have to earn everything he gets tonight.
First shot.
Donato got into foul difficulty in that first half with 3 personals. Limited his time on the floor. Has yet to score in the contest.
And there he has it. First point of the night.
Cuts the lead to 8. Left wing 3 ball is good.
Big time shot.
That's Shannon Fry. He's got 10. Garcia. Call for an offensive foul.
See here, the ball movement, they had the right idea, but the way that Rip City's sliding their feet and getting in solid defensive positioning is allowing them to really, really take control of this game here in the second half.
Righty layup is up and good, counted, and a foul.
And that's the last thing that Life Christian needs. Donato picking up another foul here.
Donato, so that will be his fourth. Big foul with 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes left to go in the third period.
Granville comes up short. A little bit of a force there from Montas. Nice ball movement from Rip City.
Garcia now has it. Drives and kicks. Three-point attempt is a little bit wide. Follow-up inside is good.
And really, that's where Garcia has done all of his damage. Get him the ball in positions to be successful.
15 points in the contest. And rejection inside leads to a break. He loses control of the basketball. Shabazz, hit-ahead pass is too long.
One of the things Life Christian Academy does very well is turn defense into offense, and they do it very quickly. So you see here, big three ball goes up, no good, but Garcia's right there on the offensive glass, putting it back in, which he's done effectively and efficiently all night long.
Great fundamentals as well, using the glass and the box there, the square.
He's going to be a key down the stretch.
Misfire, Garcia again. Cleanup on aisle 22, Garcia finishing at the rim.
The second chance opportunities that he's been able to take advantage of to keep his team close in the game here has been big time.
Left wing, three ball. No good, rebounded. Nice look for the 10-footer. And he finds the roll. Alivak.
The difference in the game right now is that there's nobody else on the Life Christian Academy side that's playing with the intensity on the glass that Braylon Garcia is on both ends of the floor. If you see Nichols there, little inside-out move, there's Garcia. He's been playing hard like that all night long.
With the Dikembe Mutombo, no.
Defense to offense, get downhill with Montas. They do that extremely well.
You're watching the battle, Miami on Peacock. Number 32, scoring that one, Alivak. All his field goals coming here in the second half. Flying through the air with the greatest of ease.
Again, when he gets downhill, when he's setting his mind that he's getting to the basket, I don't think anybody in the country is stopping him.
Here's Montas again. Driving, scooping, pulled in by Donato. Donato tried to go behind his back and lost it out of bounds. That's a turnover. Substitution into the game for Life Christian, number 3 returning. Amari Anderson. It's a three-point shooter. A good defender. There's a steal. Donato. Caught from behind.
Both of these teams have been playing with extreme defensive intensity and not giving up on any plays. Donato gets in the passing lane. He has the advantage. But look at the intensity that Rip City, number 24, Granville, he's aggressively pursuing. He's not going to give up an easy bucket. They called the foul there. Donato's going to go to the line for 2. good on the first one. Good on the second one. He's found his stride here in the second half.
Yeah, late in the third quarter into the fourth. He now has 5 points in the game.
One thing that I can say about this game is everything's been contested at both ends of the floor. There are no easy buckets. There's no giveaway layups. Everything's been contested. Both teams are playing extremely hard and extremely aggressive on the defensive end of the floor.
From the wing, knocked down jump shot.
There goes Nichols. He came back in the game on a mission. He said, hey, I'm not going to let this thing get too close.
Remember, 16 points for Nichols in that first half.
Ooh.
And, oh, my goodness. Montas.
That's that downhill attacking that I've been talking about.
And that can help with that momentum right there. He wants it again. Slashing and driving and laying it home.
When Montas gets going downhill, there's no stopping him. He knew immediately his defender was flat-footed. He was going to drive right around him. The thing that I love the most about his game is he avoids the charge, but he still maintains that aggressiveness with attacking the basket. Finishing through traffic, finishing through contact. You got to love it. He's bringing Life Christian back into this game.
Unofficially with 24 points in the game.
Look at that finish. Little English on there, Kyrie Irving style. Donato knows who the hot hand is. Get it in his hand, let him get downhill and do what he does best.
Feed him and fan him.
It's a 5-point game here.
And bringing the crowd to their feet. This is the Battle Miami. This is only game one of the excitement that you'll have throughout the day. The High and KT Kings in our next matchup. What do you expect there?
I'm expecting this intensity to carry over. If you notice, the arena started to fill. So you're going to have a lot more crowd engagement, and that's going to bring a different level to the game.
Left wing, 3-ball in the air, and it's perfect. Putting that one home is Jabrell Ray. Brings the lead back to 8.
And Donato's going to get back to the free throw line. The downhill aggressive attacking from Life Christian Academy right now has been the major difference maker for them in this second half and pretty much the whole game. They've been able to get downhill, attack, and make things happen at the rim. I don't know if I was Rip City, if I wouldn't have already gone to some type of zone to alleviate that. You see that your guys can't really stop the ball on the outside. Go to a zone and force them to knock down shots, which they haven't really done effectively and efficiently here tonight.
And they'll get the ball back. Off the hands of Ron Dunn. Chance to chip into that lead. Having difficulty getting the ball in. And they were fortunate they got knocked out of bounds. So, Life Christian with the basketball. Trailing by 7. They led in the first half in double figures on several occasions. Donato, nice look. Garcia with the field goal.
And that's where Garcia's done all of his work at. That's where he's most efficient, most effective. As a guard, you have to find ways to get your player the ball in positions and situations where he can be successful.
19 points in the game unofficially for Garcia. Ray picking up the personal.
Just over 4 minutes to play.
Tried the backdoor move. He got it back somehow. Elevated, could not come up with the basket. And now back the other way for 3. Yes!
Kalen Nichols has the greenest light in Miami right now, and he's shown that he deserves it.
4 3-pointers by Nichols.
Watch, as soon as he touches it, there's no hesitation. He already knows what he's doing. He saw space, he was putting it up, and on the other end, another big-time bucket from Montas.
The floater, and it's a teardrop.
I like that. I really like Nichols' game.
Eight-point game. Yo-yo dribble. Got a foul.
I think Ray, he might be in a little bit of foul trouble here.
Three and a half left to play. 8-point game. Garcia trying to save it on the inline.
In this situation, down 8 with a little bit over 3 left, you can't just start to settle and jack up threes. As a team, Life Christian has knocked down 2 threes throughout the entire game. All of your work has been done going at the basket. Continue to be aggressive.
Speaking of aggression, Nichols once again. What a game that young man has put on. Another three-point attempt. And there's a lob. Wide open 3 is buried by Shabazz. His first 3 of the contest comes at just the right time for Coach Ron Oliver.
The thing I like the most about that play is that Nichols caught the alley-oop. He realized he was in a bad position to make something happen. He didn't try and force it. He came down with it, used his vision to find the open man. Life Christian, nobody closed out, hand down, man down. We keep forgetting that that young man's an 8th grader.
Maven Shabazz. His high school program will be happy to see him return.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, knowing that
middle school program.
Yeah, knowing that we're going to see that kid for 5 more years, he's one that you automatically have to highlight and keep an eye on and see track his progression. I'm excited to see him next year, to see how far he's come from this point where we're seeing him at here today.
Now, I know in your recruiting circles, you kind of concentrate on those guys, sophomores, juniors, seniors. Of course, you highlight some of the freshmen, but you begin looking at young men like this Shabazz in the 8th grade to say, hey, he could be one of those freshmen of influence.
Absolutely. So I start looking at guys in the 7th grade, but I like to not talk about them until they reach high school and have that high school idea, as I say. And the reason for that, big-time 3 there from Donato. The reason why I do that is because I think a lot of pressure is put on these kids early, and they're put on a pedestal so early, talked about, hey, he could be special, he could be great. They start ranking 6th and 7th graders, and that doesn't allow them to fully develop at their own pace. Every kid's journey is different, so I don't like to put too much pressure on them early.
9 points for Donato. Nearing the 2-minute mark. And they're going to pull up. Don't need it. This might give an opportunity to Life Christian. Donato surveying the defense. Didn't like what he saw. Now he'll set up his offenses. He'll back it out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. And there he goes to the rack. He'll get contact. And they're going to call him for traveling.
Oh. Let's take another look at it. He used the screen well.
The old crab dribble.
Yeah. It says just because you're in Miami doesn't mean you can get away with that one.
There is a certain gentleman who did so in Heat uniform some years ago. High pass in that corner. Pulled out of there. Rip City on the dribble drive. And the dish. And lost out of bounds. That was a big possession there.
With a minute and a half left, it's going to come down to execution. They need to get a stop here and take care of the ball on the offensive end. And there's their stop. Even though I think that was off of a Rip City defender, this is high school basketball, so they don't have the advantage of the instant replay.
Now the other way, underneath. Layup is too strong. Tipped over in the corner. Garcia has it. Donato calling for it, but Garcia says, I got it. I'm going to find a teammate, and he does, and they finish at the rim with Joseph Brown getting his first field goal.
Watch this play by Garcia getting downhill, eyes forward, sees the open man, sets him up for the finish.
Brown, a 6-foot senior. Still within hailing distance as we reach the 1-minute mark.
Nichols wisely pulls it out.
Nice pass. An easy shot by Rondon.
Well, Nichols made it easy for him.
Tossed away. 21 points for Garcia. And the lob, unable to connect.
Easy one for Garcia.
Garcia with another one. Another field goal for him to close things out as Rip City wins game 1 of the Battle of Miami here on Peacock by a final count of 75-69. Over Life Christian Academy out of Kissimmee and Rip City out of Davie, Florida. And that concludes this broadcast of the Battle Miami. Game 1 in the books. Stay tuned. We've got plenty more great action for you on Peacock and NBC Sports Network. Stay tuned, everyone.